Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question comes to us from a viewer, thanks to Cater and Overlord for this one. Amy plays an Artificer's Hex on Nick's Sword of Feast and Famine, which is attached to his grizzly bears. What happens? Okay, so if you look at things from a flavor perspective, you could definitely think that there should be something interesting going on here. But we also know that sometimes flavor-based rulings are not accurate, so it's important to take a close look at situations like these, which have an obvious intuitive answer. So, let's take a look at the first scenario, which would be, is it possible for you to have a sword with protection from black that has a black enchantment on it? And so that is a very interesting question. However, if you look carefully at the text of Sword of Feast and Famine, you can notice that Sword of Feast and Famine gives protection from black to the thing that it's equipped to, but it doesn't have that ability itself. Accordingly, it is possible for you to have a black enchantment on the Sword of Feast and Famine, because Sword of Feast and Famine does not have protection from black, it just gives it to something else. Okay, so if that's the case, then what about the second idea that people might have? Which is, well, if the grizzly bears has protection from black, then surely that means that a black enchantment wouldn't be able to destroy it, right? And again, this is something that makes a lot of intuitive sense. However, if you look in the comprehensive rules, you can see a different story. Actually, protection only protects you from a few specific things, which I've pulled up on this rule on screen here. As you look carefully, Artificer's Hex is not trying to do any of those specific things to the grizzly bears, and that means that the Artificer's Hex is going to be able to destroy the grizzly bears just like normal, even though the grizzly bears does have protection from black. So this is kind of a disappointing situation in that the flavor-based explanation didn't follow through. However, that sort of thing just makes it all that much more important to have a good fundamental understanding of the basis for these rulings so that you can confidently say what will or won't happen if this sort of situation comes up in one of your games. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.